There's big drama in the Backyardigans community. The Backyardigan wiki admins are hoarding lost media related to the show and not releasing it. Okay, what is Backyardigans? It sounds very familiar. Okay, this is Backyardigans. This has a big community? The Backyardigans? Where can I get caught up to speed on this lore? Probably Reddit would be my guess. No, I don't see it on Reddit. Where can I get a breakdown of what's happening in the Backyardigans, in the trenches, in the lost media community? On Reddit? No, I don't see anything there. But this is pretty cool. As I was scrolling looking through the lost media community, there's a post saying, "What happened to the bum Farto story?" The fuck is that? The bum Farto story. That's lost media? That's actually an interesting case. You're telling me there is a real case called the bum Farto story. I'm looking it up. Holy Lord, it's a person. His name is Bum Farto. He was a fire chief and convicted drug dealer in Key West, Florida. What? He was doomed from the start. What? Bum Farto is my favorite Star Wars character. This is so interesting. He's still alive too. He's 105 years old. Oh, what? Holy shit. Alright, I gotta learn about this guy now. And apparently there's some lost media around him. Oh, no, wait. He was declared dead. But is he actually dead? Because they didn't have, like, a deceased date like they normally do. Oh, he was declared legally dead so his wife could collect his pension and insurance policies. So it's not actually known if he's dead? He's just gone. He vanished. Like a fart in the wind. Good for him. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy. This guy could be a fucking menace. Let's see. So he was a fire chief and drug dealer in Key West in 1976. He was one of several politically connected Key West individuals arrested as part of a sting operation known as Operation Conch. You could have had a much better name for this. You were going after a guy named Bum Farto, and the best you could do is Operation Conch. You're no Deep Throat, I'll tell you that much. Farto disappeared shortly after his conviction and was declared dead in absentia in 1986. His life and disappearance has been subject of a 2020 podcast series and 2021 Pamela Stephenson play. This is incredible. So he worked his way up at the fire station from lieutenant to captain and finally fire chief in 1964. He was described as excessively alert man in motion who did not plausibly sit behind desks and for whom being still just doesn't look natural. Fire Chief Farto also managed the Little League team, well known for his flamboyant style and ostentatious behavior. He was frequently seen smoking large cigars, wearing gold jewelry and rose-tinted glasses. He wore red outfits, typically red suits, to ward off evil spirits, and his home featured red walls and red living room carpet. This preference was attributed to a belief in voodoo, but Farto's friend Charles Felton said Farto was dedicated to Saint Barbara. Bum Farto drove a lime green Ford Galaxy 500 with mirror tint and chrome hubcaps, and El Jefe license plate, and El Jefe written on its side. He wore a gold double-headed fire axe pinned to his tie. This is a Saints Row character. In 1968, Civil Service Board issued him a 30-day suspension from his fire chief role on 8 charges, including forging another fireman's signature to cash a $90 check. The board, which was headed by Fire Chief Farto's nephew, attracted controversy when it ultimately did not uphold the suspension. In 1971, he drove a motorcycle patrolman Oh, he drove into a motorcycle patrolman and was charged for failing to yield. Later that month, he fell into an irrigation canal while on a fire call. Several nearby emergency responders had to rescue him since he could not swim. He's a recent Metal Gear. Pretty much Woody. 1976, he was arrested and charged with selling cocaine and marijuana to undercover officer in a sting operation. Conch, six-month investigation undertaken by the DEA and the Florida Department of Criminal Law Enforcement and Dade County Organized Crime Bureau. He was the first of 28 drug dealers arrested, brought to county jail with fellow narcotics criminals Manny James, the city attorney and son of police chief. A crowd of 200 gathered to watch, including a wanted heroin dealer whom agents recognized and arrested from the crowd. Farto was convicted in 30 minutes in early February 1976. Nice. Oh, he disappeared before he could be sentenced. Sentenced to 31 years and disappeared before he could be sentenced. He jumped his $25,000 bail, drove a rental car north out of Key West, and then disappeared. His wanted poster was torn up by an unknown vandal. Everyone here knows what he looks like anyway. Key West shops sold t-shirts with slogans such as, "Where is Bum Farto? The answer is bums away," and "Whatever happened to El Jefe?" They were purchased in large numbers and reported his buyers were probably kids who like to do a lot of coke. That's not true at all. What do you mean? I'd buy one of those and I don't even do a lot of coke. That's just awesome. This guy's just got the perfect name. The judge was like, "I hereby sentence you to pull my finger." Nice. Banger. I kind of want to know what lost media there is relating to this guy. Basically, the original Backyardigan pilot was held by the wiki admins, but they acted like they didn't, so they sent the searchers on fake leads for years laughing at them. I forgot we got to Bum Farto through the Backyardigans hole. Yeah, I'll go back to the Backyardigans in a minute. What's the lost media around this guy? Now I need to go back to the Reddit. This trail's gone cold. Oh, it's a Oh, the podcast is lost media. Okay. I don't care about the podcast. Wow. So, I don't know how much of this is like corroborated or not, but there's a lot of info about Bum Farto. Apparently, his family's restaurant was... His family's restaurant was sold to Ernest Hemingway's friend who turned it into a Sloppy Joe's. Hold on, I need to look something up real quick. I just read something else here that just cannot be accurate. I'm going to have to fact check some of my Farto lore. Yeah, that one's not true. They were saying that his wife had a nickname named Ima, so it would have been Ima Farto. But that's not true. It's just Esther. Esther. I'm surprised you've never heard of him. How in the world? Like, he's not like a notorious drug dealer. It seemed like he was a small-time coke guy in Key West in the 70s. That's like a dime a dozen. How in the fuck would I have heard about him? Have you heard about the guy who sells coke in Tampa? No, there's too many. There's no way. If he's still alive, I'd love to talk to him. He'd be 105 years old if he's still alive. Brother, just come out of hiding. Let's hear from you. The Bum Farto musical goes hard, no joke. Oh yeah, there is a musical. It's even got a website, Bum Farto the Musical. Oh, I just missed it at the San Carlos Institute. Seems pretty cool. Let's take a peek. Coast Montezuma Coast. Bum Farto. I can wiggle my finger to that. Reminds me of the Shia LaBeouf musical. Nice. Hey, that's pretty cool. Still better than Joker 2. True, that is an improvement. Party City closed all their stores today. I thought Party City was doing well. Nope, Party City has gone out of business. Yikes. RIP Party City. It's winding down operations immediately, and today will be their last day of employment. Staff were told they will not receive severance pay, and they were told their benefits would end as the company goes out of business. Classic. Not even getting severance. That is without question the most difficult message that I've ever had to deliver. Party City's very best efforts have not been enough to overcome its financial challenges. It struggled to contend with inflation, which sent the company's costs higher and dragged down consumer spending. It's really important for you to know that we've done everything possible that we could to try and avoid this outcome. Unfortunately, it's necessary to commence a wind-down process immediately. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Pretty much every brick-and-mortar business is struggling. Except, you know what's not struggling that I only started to recently realize? A few of the big malls. There are like 2 malls that I went to over the last year that are actually just filled to the fucking brim. Are malls making a comeback? Because I thought those were dead. Only old people go to malls. You couldn't be more wrong. So, like, International Mall is one that I'm talking about. It's downtown Tampa. International Mall, I've been a couple times over the last year. There has not been a time that I've gone there that it wasn't fucking, like, shoulder to shoulder. And it was not old people. If it's like a tourist mall, it's going to be different. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it is. Most malls literally have nothing. I believe that. Like I said, I thought malls were all going out of business. I thought that was the big thing. Because malls had like a huge wave of hype, a peak, then a huge drop-off as more people started to shop online. But it really, like the few times I've been over the last year, it feels like at least a few of the malls are back in full swing capacity.